let's talk about the last game first. And what did your team get out of playing that kind of game at Michigan State?
Hopefully confidence. You're playing the best team in the league and in a tough environment. That's what I was most excited about. It's an all-in environment. Students are on the floor. You can't hear anything. We were able to execute. We made free throws, a step for us. And, to out-rebound, the best rebound team in the country, too, is positives. And we played extremely hard. And we have to every night, and it gives us a chance to win if we do those things. And, hopefully, it helps prepare us. Ohio State's and Purdue are the only two undefeated teams in the league, and the schedule doesn't seem to get any easier. And hopefully those experiences help us moving forward.
Coach Izzo was very complimentary about how physical you guys were, especially defensively. Is that something that you paid attention to? Are the players getting better at that as the season goes on?
There's the most physical team maybe in the country. So if you don't match that, the game's over anyway. So. I know he gave us that compliment. I say that about his team all the time. Those guys are strong and physical and hit you and rebound it and all those things. So, hopefully we matched, their physicality in some ways, but we have a long way to go in that department.
You guys are one of the best defensive and rebounding teams in the conference. How do you feel about where this team is right now at this point in the season?
Again, we're played the tough. I think it is the toughest strength of schedule right now in the conference. Going into this next game, Ohio State will even make it harder. But I like the fact that we're taking care of the ball. I think that's a huge improvement from last year. I think we've shown signs on the defensive end. I don't think we're as good as we need to be because of our offensive deficiencies. We have to be great. I think we've mixed in a lot more defenses, so we're a little bit more, versatile that way with our defensive and some of the different adjustments that we can make in the game. But every game in this league is a different game plan, and we'll be challenged the fullest. And we're a program one step forward, one step back. Unfortunately, I'd like to be two steps forward all the time, but that's not where we are right now. And again, playing the toughest part of our schedule early on in the season here. So we've gone through a lot of wars. Hopefully that'll prepare us for more success down the road.
Steve, the last time you saw Ohio State, you guys were crushing them in the Big Ten tournament. How have they gotten so much better so quickly?
Well, they got a new coach, and I think he's done an unbelievable job. They got great chemistry. You could see they play well together. Diop, I guess you pronounce his name, is as good of a player as there is in the league. He's in the top 10 in almost 10 different categories. He leads the league in scoring. He's rebounding. He's 6'7". He's a matchup nightmare. They all go to him. They know he's the guy. They play really well on the defensive end. They're plus 17 margin in league victories. So they got Tate, who's a matchup problem. At the point, they have two shooters in Jackson and Williams. That caused many problems from the perimeter. They're leading the league in field goal percentage, 55.1% as a team. They have really bought in. The coach has done a great job, and they're playing at the highest level against really good teams in our league. So pose many problems for us, and hopefully the rack will be rocking. We need our crowd and fans and students and the riot squad, everyone to come out and make it a tough place to play, and that would really help.
Steve, when you play a team, they're probably the hottest team in the country right now. When you play a team that's on a roll like that, does the approach change at all? Or?
Well, I think we have to obviously make some adjustments too when you're playing a team like that, and watch all the film. Coach Knight has the scout. He's done a pretty good job. We have a couple of days to prepare. Yesterday was our NCAA day off, and you need to try to get them out of their role. They're playing great, and they're at a great rhythm, and they play at a great pace. And they have, the player of the year right now. If the league year ended, they have that on their roster. And I always say the team with the best player, you better make some adjustments to that. So, it's going to be a challenge. And like all these games have been, for us. And we got to do a real good job. We got to execute at a high level on both ends of the floor.
What made you want to elevate Jake Datica's leadership role? What has he done for you guys this year?
First, I love Jake. He's been great from day one. So this is the first day I met with him. He was all in on Rutgers. I love those people that are all in. He loves the university. It wasn't just about the coach or anything like that. He was about, a guy who loves Rutgers. He's a kid I can always count on, and a lot of coaching is trusting guys when you call on them. And he's been great in practice. He's good in the locker room. He made the dean's list. He's a great student, just a great kid. And I thought, he he had earned this, and wanted to reward him for that, and very glad that I did. And he's been very appreciative, and he's even played better. He's practiced better. He's become more vocal, since I named him captain. So yeah, I'm just excited to have him, and he deserves that role, and he earned it. And I'm about earning things, and he's earned that title, and he'll do a great job with it.
How did you inform him? Was it in front of the team or privately?
Yeah, no, it was in front of the team. I wanted to tell the team how much I respected what he does every day, and he's on the scout team some days, and some days he's on the red team as our point guard. So he's accepted every role. He's just been a great member of this team, and he's all the things that embodies what I want Rutgers to be: tough and resilient and hardworking, and all those things. He embodies all those things. So it was nice to be able to give him that title.
You ever had a walk-on captain before?
It's a good question. I have, yeah, but not many, and not many I believe earned that. So he's one of the rare ones, but he certainly earned it.
How much do you think that resonates with the rest of the guys to know that even during the season they can earn praise kind of like that?
Well, I think the guys really like him anyways, and one thing that when you're a captain, guys respect him, and he may not be the most talented guy in the program, but they know every day he comes to practice and he's well prepared, and he does a lot of things for us on the scout team of other teams, picking up plays and running things in a day or two, and then they also know I'll put him in the game at any time. Like, I trust him, and I think he has the respect of his teammates. So I don't think they were shocked with when I decided to do that. But I also think it's good, for guys. Hey, when you earn things, if a guy wants to earn a starting position, you can earn it here. If you want to be the captain, you can earn that. If you want to, be a guy that leads the league in block shots, you can earn that. Like, I'll let you earn some of those rewards.
You said he's been more vocal. I mean, does giving him that title kind of allow him to harness that leadership?
I always wonder those things, because I want guys to be vocal anyways, but I think sometimes it gives you a little more confidence in your roles, and I wish everyone would just be more vocal. They're real vocal off the court, and they're certainly most vocal with their phones in a different way. They love those phones, but I like guys to talk and be leaders, and Jake certainly does a great job with those things, and want him to get even more vocal as he just walked in the room, and he's kind of a shy and quiet guy too, but he's good in the locker room. I think sometimes that's very important. When he speaks, people listen, and that's a role I hope he embraces here. He's got 15 more games, and and whatever happens after the tournament type of deal, but hopefully that gives him a little bit of confidence that he can have a huge voice.
Shaq got 7 points against Michigan State. He's been providing some quality minutes off the bench. Just what have you seen out of him as the conference play started?
In fairness to Shaq, I mean, he's never had an off season. He had that injury. It was 6-7 months. Big guys just keep developing at different rates. He's in great shape now. Obviously, we're playing teams with guys like him, and we'll play. Wesson is another big guy for Ohio State that's huge. He's getting better and better in those games. Now that we're in conference play, everyone seems to have a 7-footer that weighs 270 or 280 or bigger. Sometimes the non-conference game's a little harder for him, chasing around three-point shooters. But he's been better in practice. His body's feeling good. It's probably the first time in his career he feels good. His knees, his leg, everything. So hopefully he continues that, because we need him to. And Ohio State has some big bodies, and he's got to be ready to play.